Another paragraph is mercury. Let's understand what is the context. Let's start reading this paragraph. Mercury is not found in many common products that we buy because it can be very dangerous. The most common products that dash mercury are batteries, powerful outdoor lights, disinfectants, and thermometers, which are used to measure our body's temperature. It can also be found in barometers, which are used to measure air pressure and dash changes in weather, and thermostat, which dash the temperature of buildings. Mercury can also be found in printer and photocopy toners. Nice and simple. Let's understand what is the context of this whole paragraph. Mercury is found in certain products, like we have talked about batteries, we have talked about thermometers, we have talked about barometers, and we talked about the properties of all of these, but it's dangerous. So it's not commonly used. This is all about this paragraph is trying to tell us. Okay, now move to the first blank. We are having the most common products that dash mercury are batteries, right? That dash mercury. So options are fix, cover, constrain, regulate, contain, and show. The correct answer for our first blank is contain. Let's try to understand why we have chosen contain or why these options have not been selected. Because let's understand the meaning of the contain. Contain is used to hold or include something within itself, right? Grammarly, contain is a verb correctly describing products that have mercury inside them, right? So let's understand with some examples. Many energy efficient bulbs contain small amounts of mercury. This bottle contains purified water, right? Why other words are incorrect for this blank? Fix means to repair something, but the sentence refers to holding mercury. If we try to understand with an example, we use fix like he will fix the broken thermometer, right? Next one is cover, means to place something over another, not to include a substance. Make sense? The lid covers the container to prevent spills. Next one is constrain, means to limit or restrict, but the sentence is about products having mercury inside them. So that's we haven't selected constrain. For example, rules constrain how mercury is used in manufacturing. Next is regulate. Regulate means to control or maintain, but does not fit with mercury presence in products. For example, the government regulates mercury emissions. Next one is show. Show means to display, right? To display. But mercury is a component, not an observable feature. This experiment shows how mercury reacts to temperature changes. Make sense? So the right option is contain. Next one is it can also be found in barometers, which are used to measure air pressure and dash changes in weather. So the correct option here, show, because show means to display or reveal information, right? Grammatically, show is a verb correctly describing how barometers indicate weather changes. Why others not correct? Because fix, as we understand that fix means repair, right? Fix means to repair, not to display information. Cover means to place over something, not to indicate change, right? Fix, for example, she had to fix the broken sensor. Cover, for example, the report covers different aspects of climate science. Constrain means to restrict or limit, unrelated to displaying information, right? So, for example, government policies constrain mercury use in industries. Next one is regulate. Regulate means to control, not to indicate or reveal something. So, for example, thermostats regulate indoor temperature automatically. Okay, so the right option is show, right? Pressure and show. Another rule we all knows that we're having parallel structure here, right? So which are used to measure air pressure and show. So we know that the first form of the verb we need to use here. Here we are having two verbs, to measure and show. Both are in their base form, right? So creating a parallel structure. Okay, let's move to the third blank, and thermostats which dash the temperature of buildings. So the correct option here is regulate. Let's understand why we have selected regulate here. Because regulate means to control or maintain something at a desired level. Grammatically, we know that regulate is a verb, correctly describing how thermostats control indoor temperature. Makes sense. Why these options are incorrect? Because fix means to repair, but thermostats control temperature, not fix it. He had to fix the broken heating system. Next is cover. Cover means to place something over another, unrelated to controlling temperature. For example, the blanket covers the bed to keep warmth inside. Next one is constrain. Constrain means to limit or restrict, but the thermostats adjust temperature rather than restricting it. For example, the laws constrain excessive energy consumption. Makes sense.